Hey, Transformational Leader Manager graduates, today is Monday. It is the first week of July 2025, and we are going to begin a once-a-week weekly review over the next 12 weeks of the key concepts of the Transformational Leader Manager. If you recall, the first session was called Meaningful and Lasting Change. Part of that is the quote from Gandhi that said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." This relates to the first I of the four I's of transformational leadership, which is idealized influence. I just Googled this and I want to share this description or definition with you. Idealized influence, a core component of transformational leadership, describes leaders who act as role models, inspiring followers through their behavior and ethical conduct. These leaders earn the trust, respect, and admiration of their teams by demonstrating strong moral character and a commitment to the organization's vision. Now, in this session, we introduced the first tool called the T1. And this tool enabled you to think and reflect and then decide on what are the 5 most important areas of your life. And then you were to decide where you stood in those 5 areas and use a letter grade system for assessment. Give yourself a C if you're average, a B if you're above average, and an A if you think you're already excellent. Then you decided which of those areas was the most important to improve first, and then decide on a habit that would make the one that is most important improve. If you share that process with your team members, you're doing a couple things. The first thing you're doing is that you're being transparent and you're being humble and you're being open and you're sharing with them how you see yourself, admitting that you're not an A in everything and admitting that you need to work on something and sharing with them what you're working on. And when you do the same thing, that is, let them fill this out and then they share that, you get to know them better. That builds trust, it builds rapport, it shows that you care. So when you sit down with them on a regular basis, they can help you become a better manager and leader, and you can help them become a better team player in person. But the focus here is on people as people first. In other words, if you and your team are working on becoming better people first, it follows then they can become better team players. So the goal is to become an A person. So I would encourage you to look back in your book and start over with that. It's probably been a while since you filled that out, but you should be focusing on one habit at a time until you get an A in each of the 5 areas of your life. If you need that form, email me, John@simpleleadershipstrategies.com, and I'll be happy to send it to you. Have a great week.